Hi everyone, thank you for joining me again today for a short inversion tutorial. So getting upside down can be daunting for a lot of people, either when you start yoga or maybe it's already in your practice and you'll use this as a checkpoint just to make sure that we're always protecting our spine, our neck. So inhale, we'll take the hands together up to the sky. Exhale, hands through the center of the body, grounding the energy. Stilling the mind, inhaling, shoulders up and away from the ears. Focus in on your breath. Getting in touch with how the body is feeling today. And we'll really be focusing our energy on our spine. Beginning with our warm-up, we'll do 3 rolls in one direction, working the spine in all directions, side to side, up and over. So with inversions, it's important to remember there are contraindication and health problems, which means you need to avoid them completely and altogether during class. And it's also important to remember that you should never feel pain and excessive pressure on the neck. Inhale, let's stretch arms side to side. Let's just cross it over the front, dip the shoulder down. Exhale, let it go and change arms. So we're loosening up the shoulder blades. Bend one elbow behind the back. Catch the hand with opposite fingers or just work the elbow down. Hand moves a little further down the back. We'll be using the shoulders, the back, the neck for these inversions, so we just want to make sure that you're not tensing up any pressure, muscles. Everything is relaxed, let go, no fear. If you'd like to practice near a wall, that's more than okay. Please don't lean against the wall, it's just there to give you support. Our first inversion is the rabbit or the hare pose. Coming down onto the mat, you're welcome to watch this first and we'll do it a second time together. So relax the spine completely and then lift the hips, roll over the head onto the crown, shoulders away from the ears, neck is free, chin is free. You can leave the hands on the mat or the legs or interlace the fingers and lift the arms up and over the neck. No neck pain here. Just feel the blood working in the opposite direction, sending lots of oxygenated blood to the face. You can hold this as long as you're comfortable, as long as you don't feel excessive pressure, or you're welcome to come out of it slowly rolling back and up, lastly lifting the head. And we can do the rabbit again together. Take the chest down to the thighs, forehead down. Inhale and lift the hips up, keeping the arms here or interlace the fingers, hands. Let them fall up and over the neck. Hold your rabbit. This is a great inversion you can practice if you are a beginner. And you can stay here until you're comfortable or confident to go into any other inversions. You can stack 2 fists, push it into your forehead here, releases the neck. So you can use this anytime to come out of inversions. Secondly, I'll be showing you a supported tripod. If you'd like to move on and try this with me, first watching, of course, bringing the arms to 90 degrees. Again, inhaling, the hips lift up towards the sky, curl the toes, and then walk the feet towards the shoulders, place the knees on the back of the elbows so you have a little supported shelf, and then squeeze the legs in towards the chest, lift up to tripod, supported tripod. You can keep your knees here on your elbows. You can even have one foot down on the mat, one knee bent. As long as you don't feel any excessive pressure again in your neck or pain. Coming out of it with control, feet down towards the mat first, and then slowly rolling the body down. Lastly, the head rises. You can stack your hands once more into the forehead. You'll feel a great release in the neck. So that was supported tripod. If you would like to practice that again and pause the video, you're welcome to do that now. We can open the knees, take the chest down towards the mat and forehead down for child's pose. Just releasing the lower back, the shoulders, opening up a little bit more for the upcoming inversions. Inhaling onto all fours, and we'll work ourselves back into downward facing dog. Chest back to the thighs first, hips high. You can stay on your toes, stretching out the hamstrings, or bring the heels down towards the mat. Bend and stretch through the legs, working into your downward facing dog. So this is an inversion 2, which you, I'm sure, have been practicing, maybe without knowing that it's an inversion. And then we work into dolphin pose. So much like downward dog, except we have the elbows on the mat. Again, trying to get the hips high so that we're inverting the body. Rise up, back into downward facing dog, and then bring ourselves back down to the mat. Lastly, if you would like to try with me, headstand, we can scoop our arms, keeping our shoulders really planted down away from our ears to protect our necks. Bringing the hands together, interlace the fingers, create a little cup or cradle for your head. Bring the elbows under the shoulders, elbows stay close towards each other, supporting your head here, and then lifting up the hips. Work them, stack them over the shoulders but not past the shoulders. And you can work one foot up at a time here. And you don't need to go further than that. If you're comfortable here, keep working with your headstand, building strength here. And just feeling the benefits of your headstand, all that fresh oxygen and blood coming down to the head. Coming out of it anytime you need to or would like to. And if you'd like to try again, you're welcome to do that now. If you'd like to take both feet off the mat and come into a headstand, you can split the legs. I find this a great way to begin your headstand. You don't take the feet all the way up and straight away. Just flip, play around with the legs. Just enjoy being upside down. Nothing to be scared of. Slowly, of course, come out of it slowly. Roll the body, knees in towards the chest. Lastly, the head down to the mat. You can rest in child's pose, fetus pose, whatever you're comfortable with. Slowly rolling up, cross over the ankles, and come to sit long on the mat. We'll stretch ourselves up and over for forward fold. Stretching out the spine, the legs, working in an opposite direction now for a change. Inhale, rise up and work yourselves down onto your back. Lastly, we'll practice fish pose. We dig our elbows into the mat, legs can be long, and we want to lift our chest up, arch the back, open the throat, and lastly, putting the crown of the head down on the mat. So avoid lifting your legs if you have back injuries. If you'd like to go into full fish, you can take up both feet or keep them down on the mat. As long as we're keeping our chest open. And lastly, release fish. Bend the knees, we can hug our knees into our chest, rock over the spine. Good job. Maybe you challenged yourself today and took on a different inversion. You'll feel some great energy, positivity. And before this rain comes down too hard on me, let's finish off together. Breathing into the body, feeling rejuvenated. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.